It was a busy afternoon at the airport security checkpoint. Travelers shuffled through lines, their faces tired from long flights and early mornings. Among them stood Jessica, a quiet woman in her late 20s, dressed casually, carrying a worn backpack. Jessica had flown in from overseas, returning home after a 6-month deployment. She was exhausted, eager to get home, and just wanted to get through security quickly. As Jessica placed her bag on the conveyor belt, the security officer's eyes narrowed. Something about her made them suspicious. Maybe it was the way she carried herself, calm but guarded. Or maybe it was just a routine check. "Ma'am, we need to inspect your bag," the officer said, his tone firm but polite. Jessica nodded, trying to stay calm. She knew the drill: empty everything out, let them search. But as her belongings spilled onto the table, toiletries, books, a laptop, the officer's expressions shifted. Then at the bottom of the bag, they found it, a neatly folded military uniform, pressed and immaculate. The room went quiet. The officers froze, exchanging glances. Other travelers stopped what they were doing, curious about the sudden hush. One officer reached out, carefully unfolding the uniform. The patches caught the light, the American flag, the insignia of the U.S. Army, and a name tag that read Jessica M. Jessica stood tall, her heart pounding, but her face steady. She had faced tougher challenges overseas, but this moment felt different. Personal. Jessica grew up in a small town in Ohio, dreaming of serving her country. At 18, she enlisted in the Army, determined to make a difference. Her deployment took her to some of the most dangerous places on Earth. She saw things most people never would: the horrors of war, the bonds of brotherhood, and the strength it takes to keep going. But when she returned home, she found that not everyone saw her as a hero. Some saw only a woman with a bag full of clothes. Nothing more. Back at the airport, the officer's skepticism was palpable. "Why are you carrying your uniform like this?" one asked, his voice tinged with doubt. Jessica met his gaze. "Because it's a part of me. I'm proud of what I did." Another officer frowned. "You're not in uniform, you're just a traveler." Jessica took a deep breath. "I may not be in uniform right now, but I'm still a soldier, and that uniform represents every sacrifice I made." One of the officers, a middle-aged man with kind eyes, stepped forward. He looked at the uniform, then at Jessica. "Ma'am," he said softly, "thank you for your service." The tension in the room eased. Other travelers nodded in respect. The officers carefully repacked her bag, this time with a new understanding. Jessica smiled, relief washing over her. She had been judged, yes, but she had also reminded everyone what it means to serve. Jessica's story is a powerful reminder that a uniform is more than just fabric. It's a symbol of courage, sacrifice, and identity. Sometimes people forget to look beyond appearances, but when they do, they find stories worth honoring. If Jessica's story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories of bravery and resilience. And if you know a veteran or active service member, take a moment to thank them today, because behind every uniform is a story that deserves to be heard. You can add personal reflections from Jessica, moments of vulnerability, or testimonials from fellow soldiers to deepen the emotional impact. Dialogue can be expanded to include more tension and resolution.